So for a lot of people, college is starting, or by the time this video comes up, it has started as, for some reason, colleges don't start at the same time for some reason. It's really strange. This year, once starting on Wednesday, it's strange. But also, due to your classes, how they work. But, as I'm rambling, hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Nathan Freaking Podcast, where we take a topic or something I want to talk about, that I generally wouldn't get to talk about on any of my main videos. We just talk about it. And here is Nathan's college guide. A little, some of you probably know because I probably said it. When I started the channel, I was starting college. So, I'm year and a half, 2 years in. So, I think I know what I'm saying. For the most part. So, here are some of my kind of my rules and like guidelines when it comes to college, especially for newcomers. So let's do it. It's just random. It's not any order of importance. It's just whatever. Number one, find a flexible job. Some jobs are pretty rigid when it comes to scheduling, just because you need certain people. Some jobs are really flexible with what you need, especially if you have a class in the morning, afternoon. Like, oh no, you just take that day off, or you could just say, hey, I need that day off. Or your class in the morning, then you just work in the evening, stuff like that. Or if for some reason a class has to change, they're pretty flexible with you. I wouldn't advise, this is kind of number two, don't... Editing Nathan here, as I forgot, the crucial point, when I said working during school, an article put out, do not work during college. I don't know what they meant by it. Because I don't know how you're supposed to make money, because college doesn't give you money to pay for classes. And I'm sure you don't have all your college rates mapped out for all your classes, because each class isn't like one flat rate fee. It varies on whatever the class is. So I don't understand the reasoning of it. It is really stupid. So please work during college, because you do want to have a little extra money to do fun stuff. Work in fast food. Because most of it's pretty minimum wage. You're only going to be making like $9.54, stuff like that. So I'd advise going somewhere like a Menards, like a hardware store, or something like Menards, like that. Even Walmart, I guess. Some place that isn't fast food, because the cool thing about Menards is, at least for me, you get $2 extra pay on the weekend, and fast service, or at least for food service, sometimes there isn't. I personally worked fast food, and I did that for 3 years, and I was in the same position for 3 years, and you could say, oh, because they didn't need the help. No, they were always asking for certain positions, and every time a person that had been working there a long time asked to be, thought of when it came to that, they never did. Especially with their people that really could do the job. Find a good place to study is like my number three. Sometimes you can't study at home or in your dorm if you do have a dorm. Just because you have any other roommates just in and out, they're whatever, maybe they're having friends over because of party life or whatever. So either set the ground rule, being like, you can be this time, but I need a quiet spot. Go to a coffee shop, or even go to, colleges mostly have little areas for this, where you can study. It's like a bunch of stuff around, where you can work, and there's internet, stuff like that. And I think it's really helpful, as I've had to do that, because whenever I try studying in one spot, I sometimes feel like I can't study in that spot for certain things. I have to go somewhere else, which is kind of what one thing I learned. So number four is balance between learning and socializing. There's a time for learning and doing your schoolwork and studying, and there's a time for the fun stuff, hanging with friends. And I wouldn't advise partying. I doubt anyone's going to be listening to this. Number five, when it comes to learning, socializing, get involved in some activities on campus. It's a really good way for you to make new friends, and also occupy time to do stuff, and also kind of gives you another hand if you have a struggle or something. Maybe that person knows something about what you're struggling with. They help you out. Either it's my number 6, find a Bible study. For certain people, if you're into that, find a Bible study. It really helps. You're doing something on campus, you're getting outreach, it gives you something to do. Also, people will get to know you, so you'll be able to use that when it comes to getting stuff you need. And then my number 7, I'm kind of lightning through these, but you don't need to pay for new textbooks. This is a fun thing I learned. Luckily, I was able to learn my first semester, or even before I even started my first semester, is that you don't need to pay for new textbooks. They have a cool thing where you can use used ones or rent them. They're way cheaper. Some books you can't do that with. Just people got to them before you, when you set up. Another thing is, I found in certain Facebook groups, at least at Ivy Tech, I found, and other colleges probably have this as well, there's Facebook groups where people sell their books that they bought. They don't need more of that, they're finishing up, or they don't have to take any more of those required classes. You can buy them for, I'm sure you can haggle for a decent price on a book. It's really helpful. And I'm just really regretting I didn't get this out a week prior, but what I had said about not partying, stuff like that, or at least being very careful. Like, it's okay to have fun and party, but don't go over an excess. Please don't drink. I doubt any of you are going to listen to this, but take care of yourself. There's a thing called the College 15, where that first semester you gain 15 pounds. Either you're just always on the run, grabbing a quick thing to eat, and it just happens. So take care of yourself. Vary your eating. This is one thing I did challenge myself for with my New Year's resolutions, was to find different things to eat, not just what was in the cafeteria, but like vary my eating, either adding some more fruits and vegetables and some other new foods that I probably wouldn't try before that I actually really enjoy now, and which led to me starting a YouTube channel. But get to know your classmates is my number 7, I think. Yeah, number 7. Best way to do this is, luckily for us, is through social media. There's a cool thing, at least with Ivy Tech, I've noticed, if you go to your class in the portal thing, and you go to your emails, it'll give you a full list of your classmates, so you can email them, write them all down, and then look them up, and just get to know them a little bit. It's a good conversation starter, especially with classes, especially if you have to pair with them for certain projects. I had to do this for an ethics class, where I had 4 or 5 guys I was with every week. We would do all our work together, and I'd look them up, so I get at least get to know their name if I didn't know it right away, or if they didn't give it right away in conversation. I just had it where I could just get a little more information, especially when it came to communicating. It was way easier, and it wasn't as intimidating when trying to talk to them. I found. It just really neat. It's something you get to hang out with. You might not have 10 classes together afterwards, but it's really nice, because if you need to talk to someone, you're like, hey, I know this person, so it's really neat. My last one is my number 8, I guess. Use your resources. So if you have a problem, if you in high school you get a problem with reading or certain other things, there is student resources. There's usually someone you can talk to. For sure, they don't tell you this right away, so ask your advisor. But there's someone that can help you with that. It helps you take a long time on tests, especially if you struggle reading or just comprehending a certain subject. Books, if something happens to your books, a class doesn't get fixed or it gets canceled and you can't communicate with the professor, you just call this person. It's really neat. That's kind of my advice, really. That's kind of all I got. If you have any more, please put down in the comments what you thought. What are some of your college thoughts? I'll be sharing it out to a couple of my friends. I don't know what else to say, but consider liking and subscribing on the video. Liking and commenting really helps out the algorithm as it gets to more people, and subscribing for you to see more of my content. So if you like food reviews, come back on Mondays and Fridays. If you like music, come on Wednesdays. Or like stuff like this, come back every other Saturday. So I'll see you all later.